Hello all you horny gamers out there, or maybe you're not horny, I'm not quite sure. Today I'm going to be showing you a Void Warlock build that uses the Controverse hold. This build absolutely slaps. We're talking literal mega nukes that launch out of your hand. Let's get into it. Alright guys, let's get straight into this build. We're going to be using Cataclysm, Nova Bomb. If you use Nova Warp or Vortex, I lose some respect for you. And honestly, fuck you if you use those two. Use Cataclysm if you want the most damage out of your super. We're using Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Pocket Singularity. You have literally no other option. And we're using Magnetic Nade. This is very important for this build specifically. We're also using Feed the Void, which is going to give us Devour because we're a Warlock. We cannot go anywhere without our Devour. We're also using Chaos Accelerant, and when we charge the Magnetic Nade, it basically turns it into a pocket nuke, which is basically what this is. This isn't a new concept with Chaos Accelerant and the Nade. And for the fragments, we're using Echo of Expulsion. They're basically, whenever we kill an enemy, they're going to explode, make some big explosions, big booms. We love booms. Using an Echo of Undermining, this is going to make our Nade do weakening, so it does even more damage. We're also using Echo of Harvest. So whenever we kill those weakened targets, we get an orb and a Void Breach. Void Breaches give us class ability energy, so we can spam our Rift more. We're also using Echo of Cessation. Basically, we're using this for defeating volatile targets, creates a Void Breach, so we get even more Void Breaches. If you want, you could also use Echo of Persistence so that your Devour lasts longer. You could also use Echo of Exchange, which gives you grenade energy on melee kill. Definitely not needed. You'll get your nade back extremely fast regardless. I also feel like Pocket Singularity is a wet noodle. I'm using this. I feel like it just makes the most sense. Making more Void Breaches, you can't go wrong. So this build actually can do two different exotics, one of them being Controverse Hold, which when we have Chaos Accelerate and we charge our Void Nade, we get some damage resist. So that's another plus, but main thing is that we get a bunch of grenade energy back. And then your second option is Verity's Brow, which when you get kills with a weapon matching your grenade, so if we get what's, for example, Magnetic Nade is Void, so we need a Void weapon. It'll buff our nade damage, making it significantly stronger. Today's version of the build, I'm going to be showing you Controverse Hold, which improves that Chaos Accelerant, so your nade does significantly more damage, but also you get a bunch of grenade energy back. And we're doing 2 grenade kickstarts to combo with that, so we basically get our nade back instantly. And then we have a firepower, so we make an orb whenever we get a grenade kill, or at least with 1 firepower. It's like every 7 or 8 seconds, I believe. We're also using Charged Up, so we can do 4 stacks of armor charge. Then with stacks on stacks, whenever we pick up an orb, we get 2. So we only need 2 orbs to get a full 4 stack to proc a full, just insane amount of energy on this. And for the weapons, the kinetic slot is going to be completely up to you. I'm using Witherhoard. You can use literally whatever you want here. For the main weapon, we're going to be using the new Heresy Bow, ImNexusss, I believe is how you say that. But we're using Dragonfly Destabilizing Rounds. This is absolutely insane damage. This bow is really good, especially when you combo it with the Power of Resolve, which is an Heresy weapon mod, which sadly at the end of Heresy is going to be going away, which at that point I would probably do an ammo finder or tension, which reduces the draw time. For our heavy weapon, we're using Corrective Measure with Destabilizing Rounds and Killing Tally. Killing Tally stacks up to 3 times, doing 30% at the max, each stack doing 10%, which comboed with Destabilizing Rounds is absolutely insane. Add clear. If you're doing like boss damage, or if you're in like a GM or something, you could swap to a linear like Doomed Petitioner and then use Particle Reconstruction to get even more damage. And for the artifact, we're only going to be looking at Volatile Marksman, which with the boost will give us our class ability back basically instantly. Legend Incarnate will work on the machine gun if you're using it. Of course, it pretty much overcharges that Time Lost magazine. You can use like Dielectric and like Flashover. You do get the occasional bolt charge. If you do end up killing an arc target, you'll every once in a while you will, but I wouldn't rely on it because you're not going to get them that often. Dreadful Finisher is nice. It's just ammo. Limit Break is nice. If you put down your Healing Rift, you can get Overshield to proc it, but also with Malignant Harvest, whenever you apply Weaken, provides that Overshield as well. Alright guys, that is the build. If you're having not as much fun anymore with this bolt charge bullshit, throw on this build. You absolutely dominate GMs. And like I said, you can use either Controverse or Verities, whichever you want. Anyway boys, let's get into the gameplay. It's a little bit of expert nether for you.